fortune favors the brave.
Alves banks another one.
And maybe it does, but anyone can be brave once in a while. Not everyone can live it day after day, week after week, year after year, for a lifetime. Because we were born for this.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome you here this afternoon, part of the Nowra PBR competition. And this afternoon, as our pre-PBR entertainment, we have brought to Nowra the Can-Am Junior Academy. Presented by Dittman Bucking Bulls, 4 age groups and 4 divisions. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to introduce to you these young stars of the sport of professional bull riding. They range from 7, 8, 9 in our first division. Of course, that is the Pee-wee event. We move through to the next division, the seniors, juniors, and the rising stars. Well, folks, we're set. It's time to shine in the lights of Nowra. The best of the best, the challenge of champions is about to unfold as we proceed to the night of all nights. You know what? It was back in 2017, the last time a professional bull riding event was staged here in Nowra, and it gives us great pleasure to bring the cream of Australia's competitors and the young talent of the next decade to you here this weekend. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I believe we're set. We will introduce to you the competitors in our Pee-wee division. For competitors 7, 8, 9 years of age, give them a big warm welcome as they make their way into the arena. First from Gympie is Jasper Whelan. Big round of applause for these kids. Smiley Butler, Bobby Berry, Jackson Parrish, Jackson Adams, Chase Berry, and Clay Thomas from Singleton. A big round of applause for our Pee-wee contestants, 7 of which aging from 7, 8, and 9 years of age. We move on to the next division, the juniors. This includes competitors that are 10 and 11 years of age. We welcome Flim Guyot, Judd Thomas, Nat Wilson, Levi Craig, Riley Roots, Nash Goddard, Sonny Heffernan, Brax Butler, Charlie O'Halloran, and Noah Lowe. Big round of applause for those boys in the junior minis. Well, from there we start to turn the heat up a little. We move up to the division of our senior mini bull riding. It's for competitors that are 12, 13 and 14 years of age. We welcome here this afternoon from Tumut Edward Smith, from Tamworth Cody Hollis, Billy Fogg, Declan Hoy, Logan George, Cassidy Carlin, Levi Griffin, James Ross, Cody Searle, Oscar Easterly, Chase Whelan, Ronan Mosky, Brax Loeb, Billy Richardson, Jack Jones, Billy Brooker, and from Singleton, Brax Caben, the boys from the senior mini division. Well, as those competitors vacate the arena and get set for competition, our next division are for the young men that age from 15, 16 and 17. They are working towards the opportunity of qualifying for the Professional Bull Riders of Australia at 18 years of age. And the number 1 man in the nation this year is from Tamworth. Let's welcome in Liam Burks, Cody Sternbeck, Dusty Gannon, Max Meredith, Bailey Searle, Toby Wilton, Jackson Tremaine, the birthday boy Noah Dingle, Kyle Sternbeck, Jordan Brett, Bailey Dent, Cooper Vero, Jaden Martin, Lane Heffernan, James Agius, and Darcy Wilton. A big round of applause from, ladies and gentlemen, the boys of our Rising Stars division. Well, there's a very, very special young man I'd like to welcome to the microphone here this afternoon. He will be my co-host of the afternoon Can-Am Junior Division, our Junior Academy, looking after the pathways of our up-and-coming young bull riders. And welcoming once again back here this afternoon, Bo Cosgrove. Welcome to Nowra, Bo.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, we've got a great lineup of competitors. We're going to start early up here with the Pee-wee division. 7 competitors in this age group. Some names that we're familiar with, Jasper Whelan, Smiley Butler. But what about the number 1 competitor, young Chase Berry from Gunnedah? You've seen a little of this young man in recent times?
Yeah, a lot of them, and he's a heck of a rider.
You know, he only started riding around about 2.5, 3 years ago. I met his mum and dad out there in Gunnedah, not far from where I live. And this young boy has applied his trade like no other. It's a great way to get started in the sport of junior rodeo. Pee-wee division, it's an introductory door, an opportunity to progress on to the competition. But boy, there's plenty of young guns that are going to try and take that prize run. I see his younger brother, Bobby Berry, riding here this afternoon, also from Gunnedah, but hot on his heels. Number 2 in the race for the gold buckle this year in our Pee-wee division is from Gympie. Young Jasper Whelan sits at number 2, 42 points to his credit for the year.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't matter what happens to you. Life don't stop. Neither do I.
We are bringing Nitro Circus back down under. Get your tickets at nitrocircus.com.
Well, we are set. Looks like they're ready to get underway with the proceedings here this afternoon, and it is our Pee-wee division. First out in this division, Bo, it should be the young boy, Jasper Whelan.
And he's only 9, and he's on the bull they call Ladybug. Now, I remember in Hawkesbury, Chase Berry with that 65 and a half bull score to win Hawkesbury.
Well, that's what you've got to do. You've got to keep on top of the bulls that they have drawn. Of course, follow them through the competition. And these boys, believe it or not, you get to see on our big screen the preparation they go through. You look up there, warming that rosin. Why do they warm that rosin up like that, Bo?
Because they get real sticky and they can't, so it can't, his hand can't come out.
Well, we certainly do need our protection athletes into the arena for our next event. Of course, we welcome them to the stage once again. Our protection athletes waiting once again as we get set to get underway with our competition.
This cowboy is only sitting in the number 2nd spot on 42 points. Ladies and gentlemen, when the gate cracks, I need you to sound like it's a party in here tonight.
Well, looks like our first competitor's warmed up. Let's keep an eye out at you callers. It happens when you see it, Bo. I want you to scream and yell. Let's go with him, Jasper Whelan.
The gate cracks. Let's do this. Oh, yes, sir. Oh, yes. Oh.
Well, that's going to be a close call. We'll leave that decision to our judges. We'll see what they come up with. It was too close to call, but a great way for the young boy. We get to watch the replay, courtesy of the big screen. A young man keeping his free hand nice and high.
Well, the scores are 69 points now. 69 for Jasper Whelan.
Well, that's going to see him set the pace for the remaining competitors. 69 in the competition, 6-9.
Well, the next cowboy, he goes by the name of Smiley Butler from 2 Mile Flat, and he's on the bull they call Hairy Scary.
Well, he's only 10 years of age. This bull has not been ridden at any of our Junior Academy events in recent times. We are going to draw our attention down to the Ariat chute. Stay focused. Of course, this young man looking to be better than 69 points as he moves up, riding under the same rules as we do in our senior division.
Okay, cracks, let's do this now. Oh, yes, up.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I know we're only a small crowd at this stage, but how about we put our hands together for this young boy's efforts here tonight, Smiley Butler. Well, he's going to take a nose score down at 4.8 seconds. We're going to roll on to our next competitor this time. We're getting set to go with another of our boys from Canada, Bobby Berry.
And he's on the bull they call Milkshake.
Well, you know, this young boy only started riding, I guess, about 7-8 months ago. He's the younger brother of the current leader, Chase Berry. Young man that the family now heavily involved in our sport of Junior Academy, the pathway systems of professional bull riding, all up and down the east coast of Australia. We'll have the winner of the presentation of this event. We do thank the Dittman Bucking Bulls as our presenter of the Junior Academy here this weekend in Nowra.
Let's do this. Hey, look at this. Oh, yes, Bobby. Oh.
Well, we're just going to have to wait and get it from the officials. May have found time a little short in the competition for the young man. But, folks, 8 years of age, what an experience. How about a big round of applause for these young boys? Travelled all over New South Wales to be a part of our competition here tonight. He was out and down at 6.45.
Well, the next cowboy to go is Jackson Parrish, and he's on the bull they call Panda.
Well, he's a long way from home from Yarrawonga on the New South Wales Victorian border.
Let's do this now. Hey, let's go. Oh, hey, ladies and gentlemen, how about you put your left hand with your right hand for young Jackson Parrish.
Well, Bo, we've seen a couple of boys go down in this competition, 3 in a row. We're hoping to turn things around. Let's hope we can get the mood a little more positive as we focus on our next competitor. Still out on top, leading the competition on 69 points, Jasper Whelan.
This is Zaxon Adams, and he's on the bull they call Bad Intention. This bull's never been ridden now. Hey, let's do this, what?
Well, he's out strong. He had bad intentions. He whipped him down on his shoulders, took a little oxygen out of his lungs. We watched this. Didn't possibly get the strongest of starts. Hits the ground early. Momentum was lost. And young Zaxon Adams finding a no score, the young cowboy from Golgong.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the number 1 cowboy in this age group, and he goes by the name of Chase Berry. And he's on the bull they call Morton. This bull's never been ridden.
Well, there is a long list of boys. He bucked off Zaxon Adams at Orange. He took down Bobby Berry at Hawkesbury. Chase Berry is the leader in the National Pee-wee division of the PBR Junior Academy for 2025.
Morton's not being very nice in there. The gate cracks. Come on, Nowra. Let's do this. Oh, yes. Yes, Barry, yes. Whoop.
Oh, it's going to be a little too close to call from the officials. Our judges here this weekend will have the opportunity to make their decision as it unfolds. We see down at the Snowy River Caravan Chute, the gate opens. He got a little exposure. Now the judges are going to see him with a no score, 7.3 seconds. It's going to see him out in the competition. 7-3 takes him out with a no score. Well, that leaves it up to one final competitor.
This is Clay Thomas. He's from Singleton, and he's on a bluey character they call a bingo.
Well, this young man, the younger brother of a former Australian junior champion, not so fortunate here tonight for young Clay Thomas, the cowboy from Singleton, taking a no score. Well, one score on the board. We are going to have your champion here very, very shortly. I know my good friend and co-host, Simon Mallory, will make that presentation. Who do you see as our winner, Bo?
I see Jasper Wheeland.
That's correct. Now, Jasper Wheeland's a number 2 competitor on the PBR Pee-wee division for 2025. He is going to collect some very valuable points in this race for the Gold Buckle Championship this year. And out there in the main arena is our co-host, coordinator of the PBR here in Nowra, Simon Mallory, your first champion. There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, that's right, Morgs. I am standing here with young Jasper Whelan. Let's come back here a little bit with me, Jasper. That's good to see. Hey, so Jasper, how old are you?
9.
9 years. And how long you been riding bulls?
3 years.
3 years. Now, mate, looking at that 69, that's got to be up there with one of the goodest rides I've seen from you in a while.
Yeah.
So what's your plan from here? What are you going to do with all the money?
I don't know. Save it.
Good answer. He's going to save it. Hey, Morgs, Bo, we have it here. Ladies and gentlemen of Nowra, put your hands together and get loud for this young cowboy, Jasper Whelan.
Well, that's going to move us on to our next division of the competition. We'll roll straight into the junior minis, the junior mini bull riding division. In this event, we have 10 competitors. And as we clear and vacate the arena, we're going to roll straight into our first competitor in this age group and division. Should be Flynn Guyett.
And he's on a bull they call Bert.
Well, this young man comes from a little town called Yarrowitch, northern New South Wales in the New England region. He is 12 years of age. Well, we got 3 divisions yet to go here this afternoon. Then we come back around about 7 o'clock tonight with our main entertainment. And that's something that we really look forward to for the course of the weekend.
In a few weeks, the Can-Am Junior Academy is going to be in Tamworth for the PBR Iron Cowboys. And this is where these young cowboys, they're going to try to win the championship under the number 1, number 2, or number 3 noses.
Yeah, that's correct, mate. They certainly do. It is going to be a great challenge as the year unfolds, heading to the national finals for the junior competitors. They're at the Country Music City at the end of October. Mums and dads will be excited as the competitors have now built a reputation for certainly chasing that gold buckle, a symbol of the best of the best. 52 weeks of the year, they travel through the eastern states of Australia from as far north as Cairns, right down to Victoria, throughout the festival state. It's a complete circuit on the PBR Tour for 2025.
Well, it's this bull's debut here, and he's got Flynn Guyett on his back, and This cowboy, he's ridden so much bulls here, boy, you can tell on the list. In orange, he rode 2-pack for 64 and a half, and then kombucha, he rode takes time for 53.
Yeah, he's been ultra consistent when you look down the board throughout the 25 season. Good scores at orange. He was also qualified with a 53 at kombucha. Went on down, had a big year, Bow Desert. We saw him last year in Tamworth. It was back in October last year, one of his biggest scores, 69.5. It's game day.
Oh, let's do this. Come on, Nowra, let's do this. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, sir. Hey, Nowra, he can hear you now. Oh, lands on his feet like a champ. Come on, Nowra.
Well, Flynn Guyatt scores through on this occasion, Bo, 66.5. 66.5 for our first qualified ride. Flynn Guyatt, 66.5. Well, we're going to move to our next competitor. You've seen a little bit of this young man. This is Judd Thomas.
And he's the number 3 cowboy in the standings, and he's on the bull they call Ernie. This bull, he's never been ridden, but the 3 bull riders that were on him last.
Well, he is a former PBR Pee-wee Junior champion of the Junior Academy competition, highly skilled in this division from Glendonbrook.
Let's do this. Oh, he's on the side. He sits back in the middle. Let's do this, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, he used all of his experience here this afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for the former national junior champion of the PBR Junior Academy, Judd Thomas.
How about 66.5 points for Judd Thomas?
Well, that's going to put him in a 2-way race for the gold buckle here this afternoon with Flynn Guyatt, both on 66.5.
This is Nate Wilson, and he's on Ashtray. Let's do this now. Whoop.
Oh, sets him up, just fades back around to the right, got him on his riding arm, hips a little out of position, and bang, slam dunk it was into the surface here this afternoon, failing to qualify.
This next cowboy, he goes by the name of Levi Craig, and he's on the bull they call Perfect Poison here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. This cowboy is all the way from Goulburn, and he's only 10 years old.
Yeah, that's right. The Craig family, very, very popular in the Goulburn region. All of them have been heavily involved in the sport of Australian rodeo for many, many years, over a couple of decades. And now, the next generation of the Craig boys taking stage here this afternoon. Well, the last time we saw this bull ridden was at Scone back in the early part of the year, back in February. Nash Goddard rode him for 67.5 points. Perfect Poison.
They cracked the gate. Let's do this now. Hey, let's do this. Uh-oh. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, how about a big round of applause for those protection athletes?
Well, they do a fine job. They certainly do, Bo, and they took him down. No major injuries is the most important part for the young man. Will take a no score. 4.19 bucked off the cowboy from Goulburn.
This next cowboy, he's all the way from Doringa, North Queensland, and he's on the bull they call MJ. And I'm talking about Wiley Roots. Ladies and gentlemen, let's do this.
Well, he's a long, long way from home. The young man is chasing from the Bisley Workwear shoot. Drawn good.
Let's do this, Wiley. Let's do this. Oh, yes. Yes, sir. What? Oh. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, how about for Wiley Roots?
Well, I think we're going to have a score. It's good. It's come through on this occasion.
And the new leader is Wiley Roots with 67 points. A brand new leader.
Well, let's focus on a young man that leads. He leads the number 1 position in the junior mini bull riding division on our Junior Academy for 2025. This will be Nash Goddard. He makes his home at Glendenbrook on the outskirts of Singleton. He's now 12 years of age.
And he's on the bull they call Red Wasp.
Well, he'd like to stay solid in this event. He's been ultra consistent. Only last weekend he was 68.5 points to win the junior division on that occasion. Come on, young man, let's get one done here tonight here at the Nowra.
Let's do this, Nowra. Oh, yes. And he rides him all the way back to his yard. Ladies and gentlemen, how about for Nash Goddard?
Well, he's going to be extremely happy here this afternoon. He comes off a big win last weekend. This score, 65.5 points, 65.5.
Well, this cowboy, his name's Sonny Heffernan, and he's on the little bull they call a Pocket Rocket. You know Pocket Rocket, that's what they call me at school.
They call you Pocket Rocket.
Yep.
Man, oh man. I tell you what, they wouldn't be game to call you anything any different.
I know. I'm a pocket and I'm a rocket.
Yeah. Well, looks like we're getting set to go with that young Pocket Rocket, Sonny Heffernan, another of our former junior champions of the Junior Academy competition. Comes up a division this season, riding tonight in the 10 and 11-year-olds, which is called our Junior Mini Division. Makes his home in Singleton. He is 11 years of age. Last weekend at Orange, he was 65.5 points. Prior to that, Bloomsbury and Queenslander was 61.
Let's do this. Oh, yes. Yes, Sonny, you up? Hey, ladies and gentlemen, how about for Sonny Heffernan? Even though he didn't ride, how about you put your left hand with your right hand for that young cowboy?
Well, as luck may have it, they've got him on the ground early here this afternoon's not going to be a score. He was down at 5.12. That bull jumped and kicked. The momentum shifted. He faded back to the left. Young Sonny got back off his bull riding rope. His hips are out of shape and, man, onto the ground.
The next cowboy goes by the names of Brax Butler, and he's on the bull they call Nugget. Now, this bull, he's never been ridden.
Well, he comes with a reputation. He's had 4 outs, no scores. Just trying to get that bull to stand up nice and square, riding from the Snowy River Caravan Chute this afternoon.
The gate cracks. Let's do this now. Up. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, how about you put your left hand with your right hand for that young cowboy?
Well, it's going to all be about experience this afternoon, unfortunately for the young Brax Butler. Nugget gets another victim on his way to the championship round. His sheet looks 5-0 at this point of time.
Well, they got party music for this next bull, and he goes by the name of Party Jam. And the cowboy on his back is Charlie O'Halloran.
Well, this young man is only 11 years of age. He hails from Scone, which is the horse capital of New South Wales. Has had a pretty tough 12 months. Started his career about 2 years ago. In more recent times, we've seen him not have the success we did early on in his career. Hopefully tonight we can change the mood around a little bit for him.
Hey, let's do this, Nowra. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. What? Oh.
Well, our protection athletes move in, get that bull riding rope undone. Just got to get that hand out. Ladies and gentlemen, let's pay a little credit to the men in the middle tonight. Our protection athletes got him onto the ground safely. Young Charlie O'Halloran.
And how about 65.5 points for Mr. Charlie O'Halloran? I do not like the way he's hobbling to that exit gate. But this is the number 3 Cowboy. This is no load and hard times. Let's do this. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, Cowboy, yes. He's locked in for 8, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, Noah was number 2 in the national standings in this division in recent times. He comes in with 37 accrued points just behind Nash Goddard. Today's score is
65 points. 65 for Noah Lowe.
Well, we're going to have our coordinator of PBR this afternoon and my co-host of tonight's event, Simon Mallory, to make our presentation. It looks like Wiley Roots, that is correct. Wiley Roots will be the winner. Boy, oh boy, it's surprising when you win an event how better you get. And Simon has him out there in the middle, 67 points. Wiley Roots is our champion.
As I said, Morgs, I was a bit worried there. I was looking at Wiley Roots on the floor at the back with his knee, but he said, I've got to come out. I've got to see the fans. Wiley, there is your arrow. How about you put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for this young cowboy. Wiley, 67. What have you done to the knee, mate?
I just got jumped on when I kind of went over the front of it.
Yeah, okay, so it's a bit bruised and battered, but we've got the medic having a look. On a scale of 1 to 10, this got to feel better than the knee, though, right now, hey?
Yeah, 100%.
Mate, it's good to see you back out here in the middle. How have you been feeling your ridings going of late?
The last couple of weeks have been getting a bit better, just getting on a few practice balls, getting a bit of improvement.
Mate, well, it's obviously working. You're putting it out here in the dirt. One more time now. Let's give it up for our young junior mini bull rider here, Wiley Roots.
Good job, Wiley. And next we're going to head to our senior mini bull riding.
Yeah, that's right. It's the Can-Am Junior Senior Division. 18 competitors in total in this age group and division. Boy, big list. A lot of interest in the sport of professional bull riding, and no better way to be introduced and come through the pathway systems in professional bull riding is through the Junior Academy, brought to us by Can-Am Division. Well, looking down the list of riders, it looks like first man out in this division should be Edward Smith. Young boy that joins us from Tumut in southern New South Wales. And what's he drawn?
He's drawn out on patrol, and this is a bull that every cowboy wants. This bull, he's going to spin, he's going to buck really well.
Well, he's been out 10 times, only ever ridden once in the competition by Logan George there in Scone at the start of the season.
Let's do this, Whoop.
Well, he lived up to it. He lived up to the expectations this afternoon, Edward Smith. Like 9 other competitors prior to his attempt, taking a no score in this division.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, how about you put your left hand with your right hand for Edward Smith here tonight.
Well, we're going to roll down. We're going to roll down to our next contestant, this time from the country music city of Tamworth. Riding from the Bisley Workwear shoot, you've seen a little of this young man?
Yes, I have. And this is Cody Hollis. And he's on the bull they call Grim Reaper. This bull bucked off Billy Richardson last weekend. Let's do this, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yes. Around to the left. Up. Watch out.
Well, boy, oh boy, he came up a division on that occasion. No disgrace to be bucked off that one, and you can see why. He's bucked off some big names in this competition. Cassidy Carlin took a no score, Brack Slow, Billy Kennedy. Man, oh man, he's got a lot off now that he's got that division out and around. He was tight. Cody started good, just got to the one side.
This is Billy Fogg, and he's on Zeus. Oh, yes, around to the right. Oh.
Well, he is one of the boys from Nowra, southern New South Wales. Not going to be seen as a qualified ride. Judges say 7.39. Well, they've been coming quick and fast. Billy got him started nice. He was an Australian junior representative in the USA more recent.
This is Declan Hoy, and he's on the bull they call White Ice.
Well, this is a bull that has not been ridden. I've seen him on a few occasions. He is a good one. Declan makes his home at Bungendore on the eastern side of Canberra.
Let's do this. Whoop. Oh, no.
Well, I tell you what, if you want to be a bull rider, you're experiencing it all here this afternoon. We may just get the paramedics to check that young man out. Well, man, oh man, he had some elevation. Hey, folks, he's up on his feet. How about we put our hands together for the way in which these young boys rise to the occasion. They take every opportunity throughout the course of the afternoon.
You never know when the great cracks might be your last, so they make everything out here on the line. This is Logan George, and he's on Concho from Back to Roots. This bull, he's been ridden a handful of times.
Yeah, well, this is another young boy that's come through the junior division of Australian Rodeo. He is a third-generation contestant in bull riding. His granddad, Robbie George, all have competed. Brett George, his dad, and now the generations continue on as we get set to go. Logan George in action.
Oh, yes. Hey, Nowra, let's do this here. Whoop. Excuse me, sir, you have to work.
Well, that 8 seconds couldn't have come quick enough on that occasion.
I think Concho thought it was a long weekend.
We'll have those numbers through very shortly.
Well, it's going to be a read ride, but the score is 61.5.
Well, it's an option of a re-ride, Bo. What happens? He has an option, or he can take a score of 61.5 points. Let's go to our next competitor.
This is Cassidy Carlin, and he's on the bull they call Nickelback. This cowboy's number 3 in the standings.
Well, this young man won a gold buckle last year on the PBR Junior Academy division, makes his home in Bungendore, northern New South Wales, 13 years of age. Oh, boy. Well, you can...
Ladies and gentlemen, how about you put your left hand with your right hand for Cassidy Carlin here tonight?
Well, there's big numbers in this particular age group and division. Lots of competitors. We're going to see plenty of it as we wind into 7 o'clock as our main performance. PBR Tour will kick off with the best of the best, the Challenge of Champions, later on here this evening.
Next up is Levi Griffin, and he's on one of my favourite bulls in this division. This is Mini Locked and Loaded.
Well, he has been ridden on 3 occasions, this bull. We saw him ridden at Caboolture by Billy Kennedy. Cassidy Carlin rode him at Bloomsbury right up there in North Queensland. And young Harry Armitage was on him in recent times. One that you can win a good check on, Levi Griffith from Golgong. You ever been to Golgong?
No, never in my life, I think.
Beautiful part of the world. I can see you enjoying the festivities at Golgong. It's a little hippie-fied, little town that you would thoroughly enjoy. Now, he's just reset that bull riding rope, retaken the wraps, and you keep an eye on that big screen. You'll see the preparation. They ride with that thin leather glove. Now, this is what we call taking that bull riding rope across, second time across the palm of his hand, slides his body forward over the point of balance. Says, let's bring the Snowy River Caravans on.
Whoop. Ooh. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, even though he didn't ride, how about you put your left hand with your right hand for that young cowboy?
Well, you can see these bulls have grown in size and stature, and they're certainly making it tough going for these young boys. Bear in mind, they're only 12, 13 and 14 years of age, most of these young boys.
All I know, the Bullets did not come here to get ridden tonight.
Well, here's a young man that I've had a lot to do with in recent times. This is Cody Searle. Makes his home at Willow Tree. One of 3 brothers, all competed the sport of bull riding. Cody Searle, 14 years of age, and the bull that he's drawn
is Say When.
Very special thanks to the Clifflands Park Roughstock team in conjunction with the Thomas family, supplying many of their bulls for this particular competition, making life enjoyable for the young future champions on our Can-Am tour.
The gate cracks. Let's do this now. Around to the left. Set up, Cowboy. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, now. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, how did you like that from Cody Searle?
Well, I tell you, those boys, all 3 of them grew up down in the Dapto region, south here of Wollongong, and talented when it comes to the sport of bull riding.
How about the numbers? 73.5 points for Cody Searle.
Well, that's going to take him to the top of the scoreboard in this round of our division. 73.5 points. Nice bull to draw in this division for Cody Searle.
This is Oscar Eastley, and he's on the bull they call Savage. Never been ridden this bull, and this Cowboy, he likes to ride him. Let's do this now. Come on, Cowboy. Up.
Man, he's got more moves than a bag of wild cats. Man, oh man, he was left, he was right, he was short, he was sharp, but boy, made it tough for the young Cowboy from Jerry's Plains, Oscar Easterly.
The next Cowboy is going to be Chase Wheeland from Gympie, and he's on the bull they call Tulio. This Cowboy, he's second in the standings.
Well, the bull that he's drawn seems like he's a rideable bull. He's been out 9 times, has been ridden 4 occasions. I think it was last weekend, a Saturday night in Orange on a cool evening. Cassidy Carlin rode him for 71 points. We saw him ridden at Bloomsbury in North Queensland by Mac Harley for 72. And it was earlier in the year in Tamworth. Back up there last season, I saw Rex Walker ride him for a 70-point qualified ride.
This is James Wass, and he's on Wacko. Let's do this now. Around to the left.
Well, we're getting back-to-back rides. That's what we come to see.
Oh, yes. The Cowboys have came to play here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. How about for James Ross?
Yeah, that young man's 14 years of age. He makes his home in Stroud in the Hunter Valley of New South Wales.
70.5 is the numbers.
Well, that moves him up into second place in our competition. 70.5 for James Ross.
Now this is Chase Wheeland. He's on the bull they call Tulio. Bull's never been ridden. This is the number. Second Cowboy in the standing. He opens the gate. Let's do this. Around to the left. Let's do this. Oh, that bull changes direction. Oh, yes, sir. Oh.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a world-class performance from the boy from Gympie. Let's put your hands together for young Chase Wheelan.
What are the scores? What are the numbers? The scores come in, and it's 70 points for Chase Wheelan.
Wow. Well, got him done. 70 points. The judges see it in their eyes. 70 points on Tulio.
This next Cowboy, he's number 1 in the standings. From Serena, North Queensland, This is Roland Milesky, and he's on Rango. Let's do this. Around to the left. Set up, Cowboy. Yes, sir. 6, 7, and 8. Oh, yes, sir.
Well, he's from that great little country town called Serena, Queensland, where our former world professional bull riding champion grew up in Troydon. Well, man, oh man, he's happy with the entertainment. 14 years of age, comes here a long, long way from home, about 22 hours to get to this event.
And the score was a 71 points for Roland Milesky.
Well, he's going to maintain his position. It's a cluster at the top in this division. Chase Whelan, Ronan Mosky, both scoring qualified rides here in this round of our competition.
This is Billy Richardson, and he's on the bull they call Cuff. This bull, he got ridden last weekend by James Ross for 74.5 points. Not a lot of qualified rides on this bull's papers right now. Let's do this. Oh, wow.
Well, Billy in a little bind, just brought him down, got him out of shape, unfortunately. Finds the ground early in our competition, the Cowboy. From Gresford, 14 years of age, young Billy Richardson. Well, you watch that replay. His free hand came in contact early. Just got over the front end a little too far. And from that point of time, it all took time to get him back to the arena surface. No luck, Billy Richardson.
This Cowboy is all the way from Katherine, North Queensland. This is Jack Jones, and he's on the bull they call it Beast Mode from Back to Roots.
Well, this young boy, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, he's actually from Katherine in the Northern Territory.
Whoop.
What a way to come down here in Nowra. Hey, folks, put your hands together for him. What a journey from Katherine, Northern Territory to be a part of our competition here in Nowra. Jack Jones.
This is Brax Lowe, and he's on the bull they call Freckles.
Yeah, well, this is another young man. He's a second-generation bull rider. Of course, his dad, Freddie Lowe, was a PBR professional bull riding champion. He was inducted into the Hall of Fame, one of the greatest all-time bull riders. But it's not his legacy. Brax wants to cut his own pattern in the sport of professional bull riding. 13 years of age. Last weekend in Orange, we saw him 63.5 points. Caboolture is 69.5 back there in August. And earlier prior to that, it was up in Bloomsbury, Queensland, where he was 65 points in our division.
Come on, let's do this now. Oh, yes. Around to the left. Whoop. Oh, watch out.
Man.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, how about those hands for those protection athletes?
Well, had some moves. No luck in this division, unfortunately. Boy, got some elevation, got him a little out of shape towards the end of the ride. Well, we're going to go with our next competitor. This will be Bill Brooker, Vasey, New South Wales.
And he's on the bull they call Freight Train. Now, this bull, he's never been ridden. And this Cowboy, he rode safe when back in Hawkesbury a few weekends ago. Let's do this. The gate cracks around to the left. Whoop. Wow.
Well, he was a freight train and a half in this round of our competition. It's a little disappointing, but we're going to see him down in this round with a no score. Well, we're just about winding things down in this round of our competition. This time from Singleton. 13 years of age, this will be Brax Caben.
And he's on the bull they call the Assassin. Let's do this now. He's up. He's down. Let's make a right here. It's 6, it's 7, and it's 8 now. How about that?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for the young man. He's up on his feet. A big rowdy reception for the Singleton bull rider, Brax Caban.
And 68.5 points is the numbers for that young cowboy.
Well, that is going to start to wind things up. We've got one re-ride, I do believe. One re-ride at this point of stage. Re-ride to go in Logan George. Well, young man was up, but he has a sustained little injury that's going to give him a little more precautionary time. He is a tough little hombre, you know, that young boy. I tell you, he is as tough as they come.
Tough as nails, as they say, these bull riders have to be. Well, this is Logan George, and he's on the bull they call Ghostbuster. This cowboy, he's all the way from Singleton, and this cowboy can ride. He's 14 years old as well.
Well, he has been given that opportunity of a re-ride. He had a 61.5, but he's taken that option this time.
Oh, yes. Oh, he's hanging on still. He's made that second.
Well, it's going to be close. It is indeed, Bo, going to be extremely close. The grit, the determination, the will to never say die. It may be worthy of a score in this round of our competition.
How about 65 points?
Well, that's going to mark him up with a 65. It's not going to be good enough to take the lead in the competition from Cody Searle. We will just clean the pen. We'll have Simon Mallory to make that presentation. And we will require into the arena very shortly young Cody Searle from Willow Tree. Young man that must thoroughly enjoy the opportunity to come back to the South Coast. He and his two brothers grew up, were born and raised in this part of the world. In more recent years have moved to the central west of New South Wales. Okay, we have got into the arena for the presentation here tonight, and once again we do take this opportunity to express our very special thanks to Dittman Bucking Bulls, supporting this division of our Can-Am Junior Academy.
Yeah, that's right. I'm here with Cody Searle. Cody, there you are. Congratulations. Mate, how old are you?
14.
14? How long have you been riding the bulls for?
My life.
All your life, righto. So hear that, folks. If you want to be as good as Cody, you need to be on bulls before you can walk. So, Cody, what's your plans with all that cash?
I don't know.
Save it up?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, nice indeed. Well, look, congratulations, buddy. It was a big bull ride, 73.5 points, mate. Those sort of numbers are exactly what are going to get you noticed on that PBR stage. So congratulations again for today. One more time now, and let's get loud and put your hands together. Cody Searle.
Well, as we clear the arena, we're getting set to go with my good friend once again. And man, oh man, Bo, it has been something special as we move into the big guns. This is our Rising Stars competition.
Oh, yeah, and it's time to party. These cowboys, they're close to getting into that next stage of bull riding in the big opens in the PBR.
Yeah, that's correct. It is indeed, Bo, in the serious business of our sport. This is what it's all about. Gaining confidence, gaining self-belief, knowing that you can ride the unridables, and what a way to start. None better than the #1 ranked rising star in Australia from Tamworth, New South Wales, Liam Burks.
And he's on Yellow Venom. This cowboy is one of my best mates here, and it's time to rock. His uncle cracks the gate. Let's do this. Uh-oh.
Well, man, oh man, Yellow Venom was something special out of that chute. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together and recognise the talent of livestock that we have here this weekend. That was Liam Burks taking a no score. Well, now, Well, I'll tell you something just very quietly here, Bo, while the judges are checking. These boys have the right to appeal the judge's decision. Now, you talk about video replays and the bunker system in the NRL.
Yeah.
We have a very similar policy here on the PBR Tour. However, in the Junior Academy, if you hit the buzzer, you have to pay an automatic $50 review fee. Now, that goes to the broadcasters for the drinking afterwards for our party time. But no, in all seriousness, they are sincere in what they do. The judges will go to the monitor. It'll only take a few moments. Now, what I would believe, they'll be looking at the way this bull left the chute. And our head judge here this afternoon is Dean Pace. And you can see him there on the big screen checking the monitor and to review the vision whether or not he was hit on the chute gate when that bull left the arena.
Well, it's cowboy down here, sadly, Nowra. Cowboy down for Liam Burks.
Well, that means he has spent the $50. He took the risk. He took the punt. However, today the judges stand by their initial decision.
This next cowboy goes by the name of Cody Sternbach. And he's on a bull they have a weird name for. This is 36 from Back to Roots. This bull, he's never been ridden.
Well, that is something special. He bucked off Bailey Proctor last weekend when on Saturday night in Orange. Now, he gets an opportunity to make revenge. Draw in number 2 in the competition here tonight. And as you can see, for all the folks that have joined us early on our program, we are slowly but surely bringing in the talent. These are one of 2 brothers, Cody Sternbach, twin brothers. He's 18 years of age. He's on the verge of an opportunity next season to ride in the PBR Tour. Well, just to have a little trouble trying to get this bull's attention. The idea, he's got to get a leg down nice and square. Keep that momentum positive.
He cracks the gate. Let's go, Nowra. He's around to the left. Up and high. Ride, cowboy, ride. Hey, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure, but the time stopped at 3:19. We're going to go to the judges here, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident he may have got to the whistle. I'll leave that to the judges, of course. Our job is to enjoy and, of course, let the judges do their job throughout the course of the competition. Well, now, what's happened? Yes, I do believe I've just had confirmation. Another review. Now, these boys are serious. They have stopped the clock at 3.19 as they believe in the judge's eye that he touched this bull. Now, the review system is looking to see if he's free hand at any point in time initially touched that bull. Now, I'm going to leave that to our judge. He's paid big money to make those decisions.
Me too. I'm going to stick with you.
Yeah. You'll learn after about 50 years of this, though, that you learn to keep your peace and let the judges make that decision. My opinion doesn't count because I don't pay out on scores. But I can see they're taking a lot of time to review this decision.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Cody Sternbach rode 36. And what are the scores for that young cowboy?
Well, what's happened? That $50 investment may have earned him about $600. So it wasn't a bad spend in the process of the competition. We'll have to wait for the scores. We'll wait for the numbers. However, 73 points, 73.
This is Dusty Gannon, is the next cowboy from Willow Tree, it says. And he's on the bull they call Major Laser.
Yeah, that's right. Dusty's a young man. He's 18 from Jindabyne, Snowy Mountain Cowboy.
Around to the right. Come on, Dusty. Whoop.
Wow.
Watch out. Whoop, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Well, I'll tell you something very interesting. We might not only see Dusty Gannon in the PBR Tour next year, we may well see Major Laser. Man, that bull's athletic. He's big, he's strong, he's got all the talent, power and strength as he kicks out behind, and the centrifugal force brought him down early.
Now, is there any Max Meredith fans in the crowd here tonight? Oh, we got... Watch out, Major Laser. I heard he's very mean. Watch out, bull. Oh. Well, this next cowboy is all the way from Oberon. He goes by the name of Max Meredith. And he's on the bull they call White Michael from Back to Roots. This bull, he's only been ridden one time. In Berg Desert, he was ridden by Liam Burks.
Well, he's another one of those young boys from Oberon. He's also been an Australian junior representative, Max Meredith, 15 years of age. So he's only just recently progressed into the Rising Stars division. In September, he was 69 points in this event at the Hawkesbury PBR Rising Stars competition.
The gate cracks. The bull goes to the left. Let's do this. Whoop.
Wow. White Michael. Man, oh man. We can see the talent pool is certainly deep here tonight, both cowboys and bulls. And this is, for all of the lovely folk that have joined us early tonight, as a sneak preview of our competition, we are getting to see the introductory level of the Rising Stars in bull riding. Don't forget, 7 o'clock tonight, it's game day, it's big day, $20,000 in prize money, and we'll see Australia's elite group of professional bull riders taking on the rankest bulls in all Eastern Australia.
This cowboy, he goes by the name of Bailey Searle. He won Orange PBR and he won Hawkesbury as well. And he's on the bull they call 229 from Back to Roots.
Yeah, he'll be riding from the Ariat chute. It was his younger brother, Cody Searle, that won our division earlier this afternoon. So the Searle boys back to where it all started, here in the south coast of New South Wales. Boy,
Whoop.
Had a lot of rock, had a lot of drop, and you'll see that on the replay. Worked him forward, got him back off his bull riding rope. That's a tough bull. Let's watch this replay. Watch it on the big screen. Got a lot of air in the front. Ripped him forward and just off that bull riding rope as he faded back to the left here tonight.
Well, this next bull, he goes by the name of Petey. And this bull, he came back very well. This bull, he helped Bailey Searle win Hawkesbury. And this is from Shoes Backing Bulls. And the cowboy on his back from the Tea Gardens is Toby Wilton.
Yeah, well, Toby's one of twin brothers. There's Toby and Darcy Wilton. Their dad, Troy Wilton, was also a national finals bull riding competitor many years ago, but this is the next generation. They're both 16 years of age. They were at Tea Gardens. Now, I know they're living out of Muswellbrook on a property there towards Merriwa these days, but a great family, support the bull riding industry week in and week out. They've travelled all over Eastern Australia, from Bow Desert to Rockhampton to Hawkesbury and Mount Hutter. They've been and seen it all. Toby Wilton.
PT's not being so nice in that steel backing chute here tonight.
Making life a little tough down there for him, isn't he?
Nope.
You ever dreamt about being a bull rider?
Yeah. You know who I watched?
Who do you watch?
The world champion they call JB Mooney when I was younger. Loved him.
What about Stetson Wright and Wasey Cap?
Yep. Still watch them to this day, and they're one of my favourite bull riders. So is Chase Outlaw.
And I'll let you in a little secret. There's some Australian guys doing really well over there again this year. Brady Fielder, Kai Hamilton, Quinn Anderson. Man, I could go on and on all afternoon. They all started their career on the PBR Tour of Australia, and now we're seeing them on the world stage. Former Rookies of the Year, Quinn Anderson was. Brady Fielder was a former Rookie of the Year on the PBR Australia Tour. And now they're in Las Vegas earning $500,000 a year.
I wish I was them. Let's go back to Toby Wilton and Petey. Let's do this. They go cracks. Around to the left. Come on, let's do this, Toby. Whoop.
Well, man, oh man.
5.35 is not 8, sadly. But, ladies and gentlemen, how about you put your left hand with your right hand for Mr. Toby Wilton here this afternoon?
Well, we've only seen the one score thus far. That was Cody Sternbeck. 73 points, was out early. 73's our only score in tonight's Rising Star competition. Let's roll on. Let's roll on to our next competitor.
This is Jackson Tremay. Oh, we're going to go to the birthday boy, actually. This is Noah Dingle, and he's on the bull they call Scared Money.
Yeah, that's right. A young man, 17 years of age, enjoying his birthday here this weekend, Noah Dingle. He is from Boona. And in recent times, we saw him at Caboolture bull riding competition, 69.5. He scored on that occasion. Scared Money has been to 3 events, 3 of our Rising Star events, and has not qualified, has not been ridden at any one of those events. He bucked off Lane Heffernan, he bucked off Kyle Sternbeck, and he's got Lane Heffernan on 2 occasions.
My birthday boy, Noah Dingle. Beautiful afternoon here in Nowra.
Beautiful part of the world. You can nearly smell that sea breeze as it drifts across the showground here tonight. Shoalhaven, beautiful part of Australia.
Now I wish I thought I brought my fishing rods next time. Noah Dingle, Scared Money, the gate cracks. Let's do this. Come on, birthday boy. Around to the left. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. What about that birthday present from Scared Money?
17 years of age, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, you can do a little better than that. These guys are good. Rising Stars of Australia on the verge of a breakout year in next season for the young man.
How's this birthday present of 75 points? 75.
Well, it takes you to the lead in this division, and we get through our big screen replay. This bull comes back, faded left, but then, oh man, it wound it up. He just kept the momentum forward, the free arm nice and square off the shoulders, used the outside foot to reset his body position, and they've been rewarded with 75.
Well, it's the twin of Cody Sternback. This is Kyle Sternback. And he's on a Lazy G bucking bull, what they call Junior.
Well, his twin brother Cody equals second in the competition with 73 points. This is a new bull to the Lazy G bucking bulls. Took Max Meredith off last weekend there in Orange. Had a good year, this young man, young Kyle. We saw him last time at Caboolture back in August. He was 63. Prior to that, Burnett Heads in Queensland, 70. Armidale up at the Four Seasons bull riding. He was 70 on that occasion. Have had a good year, the Sternbeck brothers. Riding tonight from the Ram Shoot.
Keep your eyes on the Dodge Ram Chute there. The gate cracks. Let's do this. Hey, round to the right. Whoop.
Well, unfortunately, he didn't move the momentum when that bull turned it on. He turned it a little too tight. Just couldn't shuffle his hips forward. Not like his brother. He's going to see a no-score Kyle Sternbach in this division. Wow. We're midway through the competition. We are getting there, 75 points. Noah Dingle is our leader.
Well, the next cowboy goes by the name of Jordan Brett from Sawyer's Gully. And he's on the bull they call Cynics.
16 years of age. Sawyer's Gully on the, western side of Newcastle, not that far from here.
Let's do this. Around to the right. Come on, Jordan. Whoa.
Well, he did the double shuffle. He reset, regrouped, but once again cut it back a second time. Disappointing for the young man. He is going to see a 0 alongside his name at 4.89.
Well, this is another cowboy from Goulburn. This is Bailey Dent. He's 17 years old, and he's on the bull they call King Dog.
Well, this is a new bull. Bucked off Cooper Vivero there in Orange last Saturday night. He also took down Riley Merrills at Armadale back at the start of the year. We'll back up there in April at the start of this year's season. Bailey Dent. See him mainly here in southern New South Wales. Took a trip to Mackay back in October of last season. Haven't toured so much in 2025. We've got a big night to go. Looking forward to some of the big names in professional bull riding. Kurt Shepard's here. Luan Christian also looking to challenge. Only 4 events this year before our national finals cut-off go with the PBR Tour of Australia. Something that's going to be exciting tonight. The chase is on for the world, the gold buckle, the Australian gold buckle on PBR Tour for 2025.
The gate cracks. Let's do this, ladies and gentlemen. Whoop. Another one for King Dog here this afternoon. Well, the next cowboy goes by the name of Cooper Ferrero. And he's from Oberon he's from the O'Crombie River, and he's on the bull they call Skunk.
Well, this young man only 16 years of age. Bull that he's drawn, well, he has also taken off a few guys in this division. Bucked off Kyle Sternbach. He took down Bailey Proctor, the Hawkesbury and Orange. Comes in with a little reputation, and you can see this division. Boys need to get back up off those pockets and need to be focused on the job at hand. It's all about building into next year's tour.
Let's do this. The gate cracks around to the left. Whoop.
Well.
Watch out, boys.
Well, we need a little more positive energy. We've had 4 out, not yet to see a score in the last 4 riders. Still leading, Noah Dingle, 75 points. Leads from Cody Sternbach on 73.
Well, this next cowboy, he's one of my good mates. This is Jaden Martin. And he's on a bull making his debut. Whoop. Watch out, boys.
Well, he's got a little attitude. He's a little bit like you, Bo. When it's time to go home and Mum says, hey, Bo, we're going, you have a tendency to dig your heels in and not want to travel so good? Is that how it works?
Yeah, it's like me in my wheelchair. Vroom, vroom, vroom.
Oh, yeah, you just head out when Mum's come looking, you just find another gear and go.
Yep.
I bet you do. The wild child.
Well, you know, they call me the pocket rocket for a reason.
Oh, yeah.
Well, this next cowboy, he's all the way from Singleton. And this bull, he's called Sneaky Rudder. And this is Jaden Martin. This bull is making his debut. And I have to say, if I had a pick of the pen, this would be my matchup right here.
Well, I tell you something about the bull. He's owned by Brian Scott from the Diamond S Bucking Bulls, and Brian's from the South Coast. You can nearly imagine that Brian wouldn't have kept him unless he had a fair reputation. He was looking to keep him for later years and use him in the PBR Tour. Well, just having a little trouble getting that bull riding rope set.
Clap your hands to the beat of the music. We need some positive attitude right now for this young cowboy to get him rode.
Well, we're going to try and get it done this time. Let's hope that we can stay focused a little better.
Let's do this. Hey, let's do this now. Whoop. 3.22 is not 8, sadly, for Jaden Martin.
Well, they've stepped it up here this weekend, and you can see the livestock producers have brought a pen of bulls in. He's riding tonight from the Bisley Workwear team. We thank them for their ongoing support of our Junior Academy competition. However, he proved to be a little too big and strong and powerful on that occasion. Jaden Martin will have to go back to basics. Come back. And, of course, we've got big events coming up next weekend in Mackay, I believe. The tour ends up in Mackay, North Queensland.
Well, the next cowboy, another one from Singleton. This is Lane Heffernan. And he's on the bull they call Tiger Claw from Diamond S Bucking Bulls. Lane Heffernan is a nephew to the two-time PBR World Champion Cody Heffernan. Let's do this now. The gate cracks. Let's do this. Around to the right. Whoop. 172 is not 8.
Well, that's a little disappointing. He was good, Tiger Claw. He was strong out of there. Let's watch from the Can-Am shoot. Big, strong. He's young. Took one jump out of there, but boy, he was tight, he was flat, and he was hard. To the right. Another one bites the dust in this division of bull riding. Well, only a couple to go to round it up at this point of time.
The next cowboy is James Aegis, and he's on the bull they call Towbots. Another one from Diamond S Bucking Bulls.
Yeah, James makes his home in North Richmond on the western part of Sydney, I guess, out in the beautiful Hawkesbury Valley. And on this occasion, he'd like to be better than 75 points if he's going to take the lead in tonight's competition.
The gate cracks. Whoop. Never mind. Excuse me, Toybot. It's time to work. Sorry. Whoop. Excuse me, sir. Oh. Up.
Well, as luck may have it, it was a little short of luck. I'm going to have to wait and see what the judges say on that occasion. We will wait for a decision from the officials. A reride, I've got that. The numbers have come through. A reride officially declared. A reride. Just didn't get the opportunity. Hesitated. The bull probably new to the sport of bull riding. Probably new to the industry. Big crowd, bright lights. Wow. Now I'm ready. I've seen what I'm here for.
Well, the next cowboy to go is Darcy Wilton. Another twin, brother of Toby Wilton, who we saw earlier. But this cowboy is on 227 from Clifford's Park Rough Stock. This bull, he's never been ridden. Let's do the gate cracks. Around to the left. Never mind.
Well, he was a little too strong on that occasion. We saw his brother earlier. Toby Wilton also took a no score. The boys from out of Musselbrook, Darcy Wilton. Well, we should have one reride, I do believe. One reride to go for the young man, James Agius. That will ride down the Rising Stars. What I can tell you at this stage, Bo, our leader in the competition is still the birthday boy, Noah Dingle, with 75 points. The only other qualified ride is a 73, and that was set by Willow Tree's Cody Sternbeck. They are the only two riders with numbers in tonight's competition thus far.
Happy birthday, Noah. This is James Aegis, and this time he's on Mud Thug.
Well, second opportunity, lifeline to success. Tell me just what, we've got a few moments, Bo. Have you had a look at the draws tonight? I see Mr. T's in, some of the big guns from PBR Australia, the biggest, baddest bulls on earth.
Oh, yeah. If I was getting on in the PBR again, I'm hoping that I did not draw Road Rage.
No, you didn't want Road Rage?
Nope.
What about the Warden?
Nope.
He is the highest marked bull of the year so far, 44 points to his credit.
He'll ask my mum every night. I have to check under my bed just in case he's there. Let's go back to the Rising Stars, James Aegis, and he's on Mud Thong. Let's do this now, Rob. Watch out, James. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, have you had a good night at the Can-Am Junior Academy?
Well, we're going to have our winners' presentation shortly. The winners will be presented in this event. We'll clear the arena. We'll have Simon Mallory back into the main arena. And it's with great pleasure, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome Simon back in with our champion, Noah Dingle, marking a 75-point score in our round of the competition, the Rising Stars. And a special thanks to the Dittman Bucking Bulls, presenting the competition courtesy of Can-Am.
Well, that's right. I am sitting here with Noah Dingle, the birthday boy. Congratulations, Noah. That is yours there. Mate, birthday, I don't want to put any omens on it, but you must have felt a little bit more special tonight.
It's just same old day.
Yeah, mate, it was. Great ride. You didn't know much about the bull, though, before getting on him. So was there any plan, or you just thought you'd just go blow for blow?
Yeah, just about, eh?
Yep. And how long have you been riding bulls for now?
3.5 years or something.
Okay, and plan to be on the PBR too, obviously?
Yeah, that's the idea.
Mate, if you keep it up, I'm sure we're going to see you back here again in the big event, the main event, which will be starting shortly. One more time, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and get loud for this young cowboy.
Well, thanks, Simon, and congratulations to our champion here tonight, Noah Dingle. Well, Bo, that does draw to a close your part of the competition. I express my very special thanks and gratitude for your support here, helping me call the Junior Academy. And we look forward to catching up very, very shortly once again.
Sure will. Also, happy birthday, Noah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that does close down our Rising Stars competition here this afternoon. We do thank each and every one of our sponsors, Can-Am, particularly Dittman Bucking Bulls, and everyone that's played their part in bringing the best of the best in our Junior Academy competition. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take about a 45-minute intermission break. Great time to grab a bite to eat, stretch your legs, enjoy some of the hospitality that you'll enjoy here this weekend, and we will be back. Don't forget the PBR merchandise booth down here in the main arena. And if you'd like to do a little shopping, a little retail therapy, grab some merchandise from PBR here in the main arena at Nowra. Till then, take care. We will be back in around about 45 minutes with PBR Nowra 2025.